Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a game. Oh, shoot. The window isn't fully... There we go. Got it. Okay. Welcome to a game called q.u.q, also known as and that's not what you think that is, hopefully. This is not a horror game. I originally thought it was a horror game, and maybe there are horror elements in it, but this is just it's just a really weird point and click game from what I saw. I wanted to play it because one, I'm testing out a new setup with OBS. I finally was able to separate game audio and my mic audio so I can individually edit them later on. So let's see. We're gonna get started here. Click on English. And here we can load something without actually having a save slot, so that's not possible. Secondly, the art style is really what captured me with this game. It looks kind of incredible. In the beginning was God. Okay. God created the sky and the earth, among many other things, and God loved it all. Then God created man. Taya, wanna drop by my place on our way back? I've baked my signature apple pie today. Yeah, this is very different from my normal games that I usually play, so. Never in my life did I think I would play a visual novel / point and click adventure, which is what I think this game is. You mean you butchered an apple pie, Hachi says. Taya, oh, so it's actually edible then? Okay, my bad. I need to not pull the trigger so quickly. Probably. How would you suggest it as a dish if you're not sure? I'm amazed at the ease with which you can waste precious ingredients. Does this look not centered to you, by the way? Because I think that's how the game is intended. I'm sorry. Fine. Whatever. If I kick the bucket, my funeral is on you, rich lady. That's harsh. Okay. I don't really know where they were going with that first monologue about God. Hachi, don't shoot. There are people. Hachi? Someone got shot. Honestly, it looks really good for what it is. Also, if it's really dark, even though I'm recording in the morning, my exposure is low just to kind of capture the effect. So that's the image I saw last time. Guy with the weird face hole and a hat. So I thought it was a horror game. Published by Nikita Kryukov. Is this another Russian game? Oh my goodness. And then there was a girl. I guess this is assuming right after the God monologue. In the rays of the scorching desert sun lays a girl on the hot desert sand, brought down by thirst and exhaustion. She didn't get a single drop of water inside her mouth for the last couple of days. Okay, she looks like a prisoner. Then there was the gun. All this time, the girl dragged it through the desert toward the town, but now she just lay there and looked at the sky as if waiting for something to happen. Yet that something just refused to happen. And then there was evening. Man. I wish I could draw like this. Evening. Stranger. So this was the image I saw. This was the image I saw. Stranger. Here. And then there was the stranger. He towered over the girl, his body black as soot, and held out a bottle filled with water to her. The stranger leaned on an old cane and wore a black hat, its shade consuming everything it like a bottomless pit. Okay. He just stood there, wordless, and waited. Take it. The stranger was insistent. Leave me alone, okay? The girl tried to stand up, but her legs disobeyed her commands, so she plopped back down to the stranger's feet. He waited for a couple more seconds and gave her an inquiring look. Not really sure how you can have an inquiring look with a face like that. Well? Do I accept the water or do I refuse it? I am gonna accept it. You want something from me, you a-hole? No. I just want to help. Help. The girl pondered. Alright, whatever. The girl snatched the bottle and started gulping down water so greedily that she choked on it. The bottle slipped out of her hands, and its contents spilled all over the sand. Don't be so greedy, it can kill you. Look at you, smart pants. Is this the Hachi person we saw in the original cutscene? I don't know. Black. Girl wiped her mouth and shifted her frustrated gaze to the empty bottle. I can give you more if you want. Yes. I am a glutton for either punishment or just really thirsty. Give me that. The stranger slowly took out another bottle. The girl snatched it from his hands and downed it in one go again. She felt an amazing surge of strength. The girl slowly brushed herself off, picking up her rifle from the sand and aimed it at the stranger. Now tell me what he wants. Huh? Why are you threatening me? Did I do something wrong? Stop wasting my time. Encounters like these never end well. Get out of here or I'll make a new hole in this head of yours. I'm not gonna harm you, I just wanted to help, that's all. And then rob and kill me. Wow, not very trusting. Yeah, I know your sorts. Shoo. Wait, if I wanted to rob you, I would have done that while you were laying here powerless. The girl considers his words for a moment. Is this woman stupid? She had trouble thinking because of the heat. Well, to be fair, he looks like this, so I don't really know what I would do in that situation. In any case, you want me to do something in exchange, right? That's how things are done here. Nothing of the sort. Then scram. Actually, there is something you can do. You see, I'm blind. How did he see the girl then? I got lost in the desert and wandered it, looking for a living soul that could help me get to the town. Got it. I always return the favor. Will you help me? There was a hint of joy in the stranger's voice. Follow me. But one funny move and you're dead. How did he get water in the desert as well? I don't really know. I don't understand this story at all at this moment. But one funny move and you're dead. Capiche? Thank you so much, Hachi. Yeah, it was Hachi. I was right. Thank you, Hachi. The girl picked up the rope she used to drag the cannon with, looked down and started walking. You know, the thing about these kinds of games is that these cutscenes are only meticulously made for the story, and they're only used once, you know? They're used for like a 3-minute experience, and then you move on to the next cutscene. So it definitely takes a lot of effort and time to actually make a game like this. The sun slowly hid behind the horizon. The traveler's shadows became even longer, and the mirages stretched closer and closer to the sun. The stranger was silent. And then there was night. Wow. Cold and darkness descended upon the desert. Mirages still danced in the distance, illuminating the horizon with their faint glow. The empty night sky hung over the travelers. Hachi stopped in her tracks. Okay, we rest. She sat near the cannon, leaning her back against one of its wheels and clutching her rifle. Don't you dare try any. Defeated by exhaustion, Hachi fell asleep before she could finish her threats. Right. The stranger didn't move an inch. What? And then there was morning. Okay. Hey. Ah. A shot rang out across the desert. The first thing Hachi saw was the stranger, towering over her, as if he was studying something on her face. Good morning. The stranger greeted her in a soft voice. You almost got me. What's your deal, a-hole? Hachi jumped up, brushed the sand off herself, checked her body, and then threw a raging glance at the stranger. I warned you. I told you I'd off you on the spot. What the hell are you doing? Nothing, really. I was just waiting for you to wake up. What's wrong with that? What's wrong? You scared me to death. What normal human would do that? Are you okay in the head? Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. What about this guy looks human, by the way? I won't miss the next time you do stuff like this. Honestly, I was not expecting swearing in this. Hachi was about to start walking, but she stopped herself and turned around toward the stranger. You go first. The stranger replied meekly and followed Hachi's order. After a couple of hours had passed, the stranger spoke. Listen, I helped you yesterday. Today is your turn to help me. What do you mean, old man? I'm already helping you. Ah, well. I did you 2 favors, 2 bottles that brought you back to your feet, remember? They were filled with extremely rare healing water. You won't find anything like that anywhere. Alright, alright. So what do you need? She's slowly starting to make a little bit more sense because he kept saying that he didn't want anything, and now he's requested 2 things. So, I want to get something from you in return for my favor. Do you agree? What's that something? Sounds vague. What if I refuse? You will die. Quite the jump. The stranger replied immediately. Well, I don't want to die, so... Sure, I'll give you what you want. Wonderful. I'm so grateful to you. You've saved my life right now, just like I recently saved yours. I will never forget you. So what did you... Hachi couldn't even finish speaking, but the stranger that just stood in front of her was already gone. That was some weird... Hachi thought as she covered her eyes from the mirages with her free hand, just in case. Town walls appeared on the horizon after a couple of hours. What was the favor? I don't understand. They lay like a white line on the sandy surface, framed by mirages. And behind them towered the Peak of Despair, a mountain in the edge of the bottomless pit. Hachi quickened her pace. And then there was day. I like the way they do the storytelling. Hachi finally stood in front of the town gates. Gigantic gates that instilled fear and awe with their looks alone were surprisingly silent when it came to opening them. Big and solemn, like clouds that get dispersed by incoming gusts of wind, they opened the passage into the town to the girl. Upon entering the town, Hachi could straighten up fully and open her squinted eyes for the first time in a long while. The town was dead silent. As dead and as silent as the desert. The only sound disrupting the deathly tranquility was the rumbling of the cannon's wheels. Hachi let out a happy sigh after finally being able to feel hard and, for some reason, seemingly familiar asphalt under her feet. After walking for another couple of hundred meters, Hachi stopped at a 3-way crossing. The road on the left led to the park. The one on the right led to the residential ward, and the one in the middle led to the main square with a giant monument in the middle. At least that's what the conveniently placed signs said. I would assume that if you're in a big city that they would have signs to where you need to go or where you would like to go. And then someone walked out of the shadows toward the girl. Hachi had no clue what it was. It's called No Clue What It Was. Howdy, Missy. Yeah, well, that's pretty fair, I guess. Hachi, who's a Missy here, huh? You. I'm not a Missy, you. What even are you? A duck? A sink? Oh, a sink. Okay, that's what that is. I'm not a duck, I'm a goose. And my name is... What do I care? Get out of the way. Oh no, Missy, please hear me out. I'm here to help you. How? Will you rub my back? How dare you suggest something so lewd? Okay. You need to watch your tongue, young lady. How many times do I need to tell you I'm not a Missy? You should be the one watching your tongue. Nonetheless, there are legends about you in the town. She's well known? You're a local celebrity or something. Great. So you know everything around here, huh? What is she, some kind of war criminal? What am I supposed to do? Find 3 geezers and get some holy thingamajig from them? Ah, so you already know. Oh my god. Okay. So it's kind of like meta in a certain sense. Come on. Don't tell me I'm right. Well, I mean, yeah, you are. Listen, I have my own plans, and I don't have the time for your legendary BS. See ya. Hachi walked around the thing. She had no clue what it was, and wanted to continue her journey, but you won't be able to fire this cannon if you don't know the 3 magic words. Very funny. I know full well that it fires just fine without them. But you should also know that the curse can't be destroyed by a normal cannonball. I have the hero's soul. Isn't it enough? Alas, it's just a vessel, a shell. And you're lacking the gunpowder, Missy. Hachi stopped and glared at the thing. She had no clue what it was. Well, you won't be able to fire it if you don't arm it with the 3 magic words. I see. Hachi was still drilling the thing with her eyes. The three magic words can be acquired from the three apostles hiding in the city. Well, I guess it can't be such a straightforward game, huh? The legends say, make it short. The park, the courtyards, and the plaza. Thanks. Hachi spoke coldly through her teeth. And you? So where do I want to go first? That's the big question here. I like the idea of going from right to left, or courtyard, square, park. Or no, sorry. Courtyard, park, square. That seems good to me. So let's do that. Hachi roamed the dark courtyards of the town searching for an apostle. Not even 100 meters in, she stumbled upon a sign. It read, "There's an apostle somewhere in these courtyards." Yeah, thanks for nothing. There was another sign nearby. It read, "Legends say this apostle." Hachi didn't finish reading and moved on. Okay, well. Yet the courtyards were empty. Hachi decided to look for another apostle in the meantime. Well, that was pointless. Let's go to the park then. Hachi went to the park. Ah, here. Okay, maybe it's supposed to just be in order, I guess. What is the point of making branching paths if it's technically still linear? I feel like that's just more work for you when you make that kind of decision. Or that gives a lot more credence to the world building of the game. She walked along the spacious avenue that had eventually shrunk to a tiny branching street. Hachi suddenly stopped. She stood in front of the giant tunnel, with no end of it in sight because of how dark it was. Okay. Hachi carefully stepped into the dark and disappeared in the black veil after just a moment. Stepping carefully on the stone plates with her hand outstretched in front of her, Hachi stumbled upon a cold stone after some time. After walking around, feeling the walls, Hachi came to the conclusion that she walked into a dead end. Great. Hachi let out a sarcastic shout and slammed her fist against the wall in anger. Yet instead of a soft slap on the concrete, she heard a ringing sound of flesh on wood. Okay. Hachi felt around the surface more and realized that there was something akin to a wooden door handle. Or a wooden door handle protruding from the wall. She pulled at it and ended up in some sort of corridor after a moment. What the? The corridor had a pleasant peachy smell. At least that's what Hachi thought. She had never eaten a peach in her life. What? Then it's not... Okay, whatever. But now she was sure that was exactly what they smelled like something exotic, incomprehensible, and for the rich. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never liked peaches. She walked inside the dimly lit rooms, turning corners. Wow. Yet whenever she turned, she was only met with empty rooms that led to empty corridors that had the same suspicious peachy smell. After getting tired of walking around, she leaned into the wall, unsure of what to do next. Then Hachi heard music coming from the depths of the corridors. After a brief moment, the music stopped and a voice echoed through the corridors. Voice, 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. Time for Master's lunch. And another short melody. After that, complete silence. Hachi slowly unglued herself from the wall. She hesitated for a moment, but then walked toward the place where she thought the music was coming from. We'll see if it's an apostle. Hachi stood in front of something that looked like a grandfather clock. Are you, an apostle? Greetings, smart clock. My name is Boris. I'm a smart clock. And who might you be, young lady? If you're not one of the master's friends, I will have to call the police. Okay. Why don't you tell me what is this place instead? Hey, food. Hachi's attention immediately switched to a nearby table that was stacked with all sorts of dishes, most of which she had never seen before. Her stomach, which had been empty for several days, didn't leave her a choice. She rushed to the table without a second thought and started shoving food in her mouth. I'm calling the police. Wee-woo, 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 okay. Your master and I are friends. Alright then, you're currently in my master's bedchamber, and you're currently eating his lunch. That's quite rude. So how do you get out of here? Elementary, my lady. The exact same way you entered. Think you're smart, eh? Of course, my lady. I'm a smart clock. Okay, I need to get to the park. Do you know the way? I'm sorry, milady, but I'm not allowed to tell you anything. Please wait for my master's return. And when will that master of yours return? I haven't the slightest, my lady. He left exactly 10 years, 4 months, 15 days, 4 hours, 36 minutes, and 47, 48, 49 seconds ago. He's dead. Please wait for my master's return. Didn't you hear me? Your master is gone. Hello? Knock knock. Dead. Your master is dead. Wow. Way to break it to him, you know? Passed away. Perished. Left this mortal world. Departed. Okay, how many? Croaked. Expired. Went to meet his maker. Kicked the bucket. Bought the farm. Bit the dust. Please wait for my master's return. Useless hunk of wood. Don't you get it? Enraged, Hachi kicked the clock only to start hopping from the pain the next moment. We're here alone, and now tell me where the park is. Why do you need to go there? Regular people are prohibited from walking in the park. Only legendary heroes are allowed to enter. I am somewhat of a legendary hero myself. Understood, milady. So why didn't she just say that from the beginning? Why didn't he say that from the beginning? If you're a legendary hero, place your palm on my face. I'll open the way. Didn't you say that right away? Hey, there we go. You didn't ask. Alright, cool. Didn't know it was gonna be that simple. Hachi put her palm against the clock's face. Something clicked on the inside. Walk straight forward, milady, then turn left, then right, and then you'll meet up in a dead end. Do a backflip and a hidden door will open? There wasn't text there. What do you mean, do a backflip? All legendary heroes can do a backflip. Not all of them. Are you really a legendary hero? Are you really a smart clock? Fine. Isn't there an easier way? You can also say the password 14325EI. That's one hell of a password though. Repeat it 20 more times. There's no way I'm remembering on the first go. 14325EI? 14325EI. 14325EI. Okay. 14325EI. This is actually a good way for me to memorize it. Something gotta stick in my brain after this. Hachi headed for the exit. Thanks for the grub. Fare thee well, my lady. If you meet my master, please tell him I'm going to cook him another lunch. The doors opened and Hachi faced another corridor. Straight, right, left. No, left, right. The further Hachi got from the clock room, the fainter that sweet peachy smell grew. It gradually changed to a stuffy, rotten stench. Hachi stopped in front of a fork in the road. Left. Hachi turned the corner. At the edge of her vision, she saw something dark laying on the floor near the wall. Suddenly, Hachi's throat closed up. She looked away and ran away from that place, trying to stop herself from puking. What the hell happened? I barely saw that. I think it was a body? She entered a room at the end of the corridor, and everything she ate for lunch. Hachi's breathing was ragged. She was shaking. Do you promise, Taya? Hachi shut her eyes and took a deep breath. Be gone. I've already made my choice. She wiped her mouth and looked around. Where am I? Looks like it's the end of the corridor. Hachi stepped in front of the hidden door and tried to remember the password. 14325EI. It's this one. Hachi said the password. The wall shook and a path leading outside opened in it. Yes. I wonder what would have happened if I selected those other two. Hachi entered the park. Bright sunlight hit her in the face, so she covered it with her hand. There was a maze inside the park. Great. Another maze. Near the maze's walls, which were covered by lush greenery, stood a sign. It read, Apostle here. Thanks. There was another sign beside the first one. It read, according to legends, this apostle, and then she didn't read it and switched to the next sign. And 7 mistresses, he was a giant ladies. Okay. And immediately to the next one. Oh yeah, to solve the maze, you need to go straight, straight, left, right, left, straight, left, and right. I don't know if I should be writing this down. But just in case, I will. Or straight, damn, I'm not sure anymore. God damn. What was the point? Sincerely yours, no clue what it was. I swear to all the gods, I'll choke that duck. Enter the maze. I don't really have another choice. Hachi entered the maze. So we'll follow what his steps were. Go straight. Hachi went straight. Go straight again. Go left. go right, go left, go straight, go left. I didn't finish going right. Hachi's surroundings suddenly plunged into darkness, and from that darkness the first apostle emerged. Hey, I got it, I guess. Who cares? Whoa. Maze Apostle. Welcome, my little lady traveler. I'm Apostle... Yeah, sure. Okay, thank God. I thought the whole game was gonna be like that. Okay, we saw this thing also in the beginning of the opening cutscene. Hachi interrupted him. Let's cut straight to the chase. You give me the word and we go our separate ways. And I'm not you horn dog. I don't think that's where he was going with that, but... How dare you talk to an apostle like that? Don't you have a smidgen of respect? I'm trying to be polite here. Sitting here waiting for the legendary hero to come by isn't that fun, you know. Kids come here for mischief all the time. They thrash my maze, among other things. How are there kids here? They run around, jump and ask stupid questions, demand I give them the magic word. They're having fun while I'm having none. Okay, so he's just bitter. I don't give a... No, listen here. Do you know how many girls have left me? Okay, maybe he is exactly like that. Which would make sense, considering he said he's a giant ladies man in one of the signs. Do you? A lot. I've been dumped 14 times. Maybe that says something about you, in that case. 14. And all because of this damn position. And I have to be honest with you here, there are two things I hate with a passion. Kids and legendary heroes. Okay. Especially ones like you. Ungrateful, egotistical, hypocritical, and self-serving monsters. I'm not giving you the word. Leave and don't come back until you fix your attitude. Hachi heaved a deep sigh. Alright, my bad, I'm sorry. What? I can't hear you. Alright, I'm sorry. Oh, seems like my ears went bad all of a sudden. I should go see a doctor. I said I'm sorry, you a-hole. And I'm the a-hole here. Okay. I guess expecting you to change your attitude is futile. Let's just get this done and be on our way. Come closer. Hachi walked up to the apostle with determination. You're not this close. It's embarrassing. Hachi's eye twitched, but she moved away. Now you're too far away. Hachi heaved another deep sigh. It's my first time in your town, but I get the feeling that I've known you all for an eternity. And all that goddamn time, you've been getting on my nerves. Okay, I'll get closer myself. So, why didn't you just do that in the beginning? So you probably already know that I don't give away the magic word for free. What do you want? You'll need to find the magic word by yourself. I'll read you a riddle, and you'll solve it. The answer is the magic word. Yeah, something I'd expect out of an old fart legend. The apostle twitched, but kept his rage in check. Okay, here's the riddle. Where are you headed? Huh? It's not even a riddle, it's just a question. I guess you forgot everything while standing here. Getting old? The apostle was on the edge. It seemed like one more little thing could make him explode. Stop arguing and just answer, or I will shove your tiny butt into this cannon and you'll fly straight to the moon. Oh no. I don't know what to answer with. Why would I know that? I am going either to the Peak of Despair, to your mom, or I don't know. Let's just say to the Peak of Despair. Because that seems to be an answer, other than the other two. I'm headed to the Peak of Despair. Answer accepted. I'm going to give you the magic word now. What's your name, traveler? Hachi. The apostle folded his palms together and a bright light flickered between them. That light flew toward Hachi and dissolved in her chest. Hachi got the word despair. That's all, now go. What was your name again? Once again, Hachi's surroundings sank into pitch black darkness, and after a couple of moments, she was already standing in front of the maze's entrance. I need to remember not to slam anything into the base of my microphone, or else it's gonna cause problems. And then there was evening. So now, this is where I'm going to end episode 1. I was assuming that this would actually not take that long. However, it's a lot of reading. If I wanted to, I could have just sped through it, but I'm making a video, so obviously I'm not going to do that. So I'll see you in the next episode, hopefully. Really, really liking this so far. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Subscribe if you want to see more of q.u.q. And check out some other series on my channel. I just uploaded the final episode of Project Deep Web, which isn't actually the final episode. I'm also working on a video that's almost 5 hours long, but obviously it'll be shortened to get all of the achievements in that game. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.